Hey there, Board Game Brody here with Let's Table It, where we get games to the table. Today, I have a prototype copy of Dreyfall. It's an abstract strategy miniature game with a chess-like feel to it. In fact, just like chess, it has simple rules, but the gameplay is left wide open to master due to its tactical nature. It includes a cyclical pattern which will require attention and foresight, but mastering this dynamic will also be the key to victory in this game. This is a two-player only game where players each have units on a board and will be moving them as teams to fight the other units on the other team. To win, you will need to use your thief to attack your opponent's home tree. So you will start by placing your home tree on the side of your board, on the icon that shows a Drey stone. Then you will place all the remaining units in any order that you would like within 3 hexes of your home tree. And these hexes on the board show a darker shade of green so you know where you can place them. During the game, units can never share spaces with each other. Fires are the only miniatures not placed out on the board to start, and the 3 action cubes are set to the side and can be used to track your actions. Because on your turn, you will be able to perform 3 actions with 3 different units, as each unit can only perform 1 action per turn. You can move, you can attack, or with one of your mages, you can cast fire. Let's start with moving. You can move from one hex to another in any pattern up to the number of spaces allowed by the type of unit that you are moving. Most units move 2 spaces. That would include thieves, guards, archers, and mages. Riders can move 3 spaces as, well, they are riders, and that just makes sense. The home tree can never move. Movement can never be done through other units, so you will always need to go around other units that you have in play. Next, let's go over combat. Attacking, which is what makes this game unique and requires some additional brain power. Each unit type can only attack certain other specific unit types. This diagram shows this concept the best. So you will need to form groups or teams within your units to travel together, as a lone unit will most likely not be successful unless you have a plan to lead your opponent's units out to, place so that you can go do something else. Aha! So, looking back at this diagram, archers can attack mages, mages can attack riders and fire, riders can attack guards and archers, guards can attack thieves and archers, thieves are the only piece that are able to attack the home tree, and no pieces can attack the opponent's unit of the same type of, what they are attacking with. Only units shown on this diagram. Archers and mages will attack from range without needing to move, while the other units will be considered melee attack and will need to land on top of the unit that they are attacking. So again, if attacking, the unit can use its movement allowance and then land on the space of the unit type that they are able to attack. You will remove the unit that you attacked and move your unit on the space that unit was on. Archers are able to attack without moving and can attack 3 hexes away from it, again targeting mages only. They can also do this regardless of anything blocking them, shooting their arrows over the other units in the way. Mages have a range of 2, but they need line of sight to attack. No other units can be in the way. Mages are attacking riders or fire, but mostly riders. Now, the last possible action, which is the mage's fire. Fire can block both movement and line of sight. It lasts on the board until the beginning of the casting player's next turn. So as one of your actions, you can cast a wall of fire made up of 2 fire minis. The first fire must be placed within 2 hexes of the mage with line of sight still being obeyed. The second fire mini can be placed within 1 hex of the first fire. So if you cannot place a second fire, you cannot perform this action. The opponent can attack the firewall with their mage to remove the fire if they wish to do so on their turn as well. You will perform 1 action before moving to your next one, and action cubes can be placed with the creatures as they perform their actions so that you know who has moved and how many actions you have taken on your turn, but you might not need to do this every turn. They are removed at the end of your turn. You will continue playing 3 actions per turn until either a thief attacks a home tree, then the attacking player wins, or if all thieves are lost, then it's a draw. If the board doesn't change for 3 consecutive turns, the game also ends with a draw. There are some variants so when playing with kids, to simplify the attacking, or changes with setup that make the game a little more competitive. But overall, you will be using tactics to move your units to attack your opponent and try to get your thief into position to attack their home tree. Again, it has a chess-like feel to it, except only certain units can attack specific other units. So you will, want to keep track of who is where and, how close your opponent is to your units. When, you form a group to move together, you want to be strategic in who to bring, and you want units to protect other units, but you will also need to press your opponent somehow. So units will die, and you will need to, try to do something in the game. The diagram is hard to keep track of, but you will be referencing it a lot, and you eventually probably will memorize it. But it's rule simple game, very tactical, strategic, abstract strategy game with some great animal miniatures on there. I enjoy the box art, but there isn't much art in the game, just the sculptures for the miniatures, but they're great. I like, what I see with them. But overall, it's a 1v1 combat game with miniatures, and if you like tactics and strategy to dominate the game, then you will need to check this one out. Again, Board Game Brody here with Let's Table It, where we get games to the table. Like this one, Dreyfall. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We are working hard to bring to you videos like this one, so you know if these games here are ones that you want to get to your own table.